You have to understand the concept, and the questions can come in a different format. For example, in your textbook, it is written that define meter, or we are telling that define Pascal. But in exam, we can ask you define SI unit of pressure. Did you understand the difference in the question? The topic is same. We are asking you definition of Pascal only, but the type of question that we are framing, that is different, and that will make the sense. Mean to say that the type of question that we are going to ask in the finals, okay, it depends on you to understand it, because questions, they may not match with your textbook. You have to read the question, think it logically, and as per that you have to answer it. Okay, so internals, yes, for you it may look like internal. Okay, but for those who are studying the textbook syllabus wise, they will simply say that the same topic, or same topic is there, but only the question making sentences are different. Okay, this kind of things can come. Okay, let's begin our syllabus now. So we, can you tell me what you are able to see on the screen?
Chapter 1, Measurement and Experimentation.
Okay, fine. So now we'll begin with introduction and system of units. So here's a link given to you. Okay, that link is an introduction, or whatever is given in the topic 1, that whole topic is included in this YouTube video that you can see at home. So we'll begin with the main topic, that is called measurement. Now measurement, as you can see in the definition, it says that measurement is a process of comparing a physical quantity with some standard known quantity. Now we should know what is the meaning of physical quantity. Physical quantity means anything you can measure. Okay, for example, you can measure your height, you can measure your mass, you can measure time, you can measure distance. Okay, or also you can measure your wealth. Similarly, you can measure your let's say electric current, you can measure angle. So whatever thing we can measure, that's a physical quantity. And the thing we cannot measure, like we cannot know how honest you are or how much intelligent you are, we cannot measure. Okay, marks that you are getting, someone can tell that sir, marks we are getting, so based on that we can also measure our intelligence. It's not right thing. Okay, marks, they are not the good, we can say, quantity by which we can measure a person's intelligence. So there are something which we cannot measure, and there are something which we can measure. So thing that we can measure, that is called as physical quantity. Okay, hope you understand. Now in measurement, what we are doing, we are measuring a physical quantity with some standard quantity. Now what is the meaning of standard quantity? This is very important. Standard quantity means, let's say we are measuring mass in kg. So kg is what? It's a standard quantity. We are comparing mass of a particular person with kg. Similarly, we are measuring length in meter. So meter is what? It's a standard quantity. We are measuring a particular size of an object with meter. We are comparing. For example, my weight is 60 kg. It means what? I am 60 times more than 1 kg. Are you getting me what I'm saying? Similarly, let's say that I'm using this pencil as a standard. It means that now, if with the help of pencil, I'm measuring this book size, it is coming 2 pencil. So I can say that the size of this book is 2 pencil, and where I have taken pencil as a standard quantity. But this cannot be accepted universally. So standard quantity that is accepted universally is meter, and we are comparing length with meter. So whenever we are presenting any measurement, okay, so that measurement is having 2 parts. One is the number, and second one is the unit. For example, my age is 10. Now 10 what? 10 years, 10,000 days. What means something unit should be associated with it. Or I'll say that today's temperature is 30. Now 30 what? 30 degrees Celsius, 30 degree Fahrenheit means some along with numerical value, some unit should be there. And that unit is a standard thing. Okay. So unit means it's a constant magnitude and which we are comparing it with other quantity. Now what they are telling that the quantities should have same nature. Same nature means if you want to measure length, you cannot use kg because kg is different nature and length is having different nature. Okay, like we cannot add pencil plus diary. We cannot tell. We cannot tell one pencil plus one diary is equal to two pencil. That's not possible. Why? They are unlike. They are not same. That's why I'm saying that when we are talking about unit, the physical quantity that we are measuring and their unit should be same. For example, we want to measure distance. The distance is a physical quantity and we want to measure in meter. So distance and meter, they are having same nature. Similarly, we want to find out mass of a body and kg. So mass and kg, they are having same nature. So unit and physical quantity, if they are having same nature, then only we can measure. Okay. Now we are going to talk about type of units. So generally in our syllabus, we are going to talk about two types of unit, that is fundamental unit and derived unit. Now this is not a new topic for us. Okay, this we have already studied. Now fundamental unit means the unit which we have to go to that place for measuring it. For example, what is the room temperature? Or what is that place room temperature? So we need to have a thermometer. We'll go to that place, we'll put that thermometer and then only we can say. For example, what is the time right now? So you have to have a watch to tell the time. Okay, just a minute, we are having few doubts here. It's lagging very much, I can't listen properly. Okay, don't worry. Okay, I'm recording this whatever I'm teaching, and if you want, okay, I can send you in the group or to your WhatsApp number. There you can study properly what we are learning now. Are you understanding? So if anybody is facing this kind of a lagging or glitching problem, so that problem can be solved. Okay, don't worry. Yes, anyone else? No, in group I cannot send. Okay, I'll be sending to one of you and you can share it within yourself, because in group so many students are there, so many parents are there, so it consumes a lot of data, you know, around it will take around 25 to 30 MB. So that's why. Okay, anyone else want to ask doubt? No? We'll move again. Okay, what I'm saying that fundamental quantity means a quantity that we have to go and measure to the field. Okay, we cannot find out with the formula. For example, we want to know what is the mass of a particular object. So then definitely we need to have a beam balance, or we need to have weighing scale. A device is required for the measurement. Okay, so quantities like mass, length, you can see here. Okay, mass, length, time, temperature, current, amount of substance, all these are what? Fundamental unit. Means you need to measure it. Without measuring, you cannot tell. Did you understand now? Next one is derived unit. Now derived unit means the quantities which are expressed in terms of fundamental unit. Means the quantities which we can find out with the formula. For example, you have to find out area. Now how can you find area of your room? By simple length into length or length into breadth. So unless you don't know length and breadth, you cannot find out area. So what I'm trying to say is that derived units you can find out with the help of formula. For example, you want to find out speed. So speed formula is distance upon time. Okay. Similarly, we are having formula for volume. Volume means what? Length into breadth into height. So some physical quantities are there which are required to be calculated with the help of formula, and they are called as derived units. Okay, let's see this. Can you see this? Area, volume, density, velocity, acceleration, force, pressure. Okay, area formula is what? Length into breadth. Or if it is a square, then we can say side square. Volume of a cube. If it is a cube, then the volume is L cube. If density, then mass upon volume. Velocity, that is displacement upon time. Acceleration, velocity upon time. Force, mass into acceleration. Still this area, volume, density, all they are what? They are derived units. They are calculated with the help of certain formulas. Okay. Whereas, if you see this, okay, a note of SI units, that is length, mass, time, electric current, temperature, luminous intensity, amount of substance. All these are what? These are fundamental. It means if you want to find out length, then you have to go and measure. If you want to find out mass, you have to go and measure. Okay, so total there are 7 fundamental quantities that is accepted internationally. Okay, in 1968. Before that also system of units were there, but they were different at different area. Okay, but finally after 1968 we have come up that we are going to follow now SI unit, and in SI unit there will be total 7 fundamental quantity, and there are 2 supplementary quantities. Now what is the meaning of supplementary quantities? Now supplementary quantity is something is extra that we have not studied till now. Now supplementary quantities are 2 quantity, that is plane angle and solid angle. Now what is the meaning of plane angle? Just a minute, we are having a doubt. Okay, audio is breaking. Actually, see here the place where you people are sitting, that can be have a network problem. Okay, so please I advise you that to change your location, because from here the network it is not showing any problem. Okay, because if any network issue is there, then it is being displayed here, but right now here no any network problem is being displayed. So the problem can be from your place. So kindly come up to that area where proper network is there. And also there can be problem with data pack also, because it is consuming a lots of data. Okay. Now we have a doubt that what is Zephy considered unit of time? Zephy, I have never heard this word. Okay, but don't worry, I'll find it out and tell you. Okay, I'm writing this. Zephy, a new quantity. Anyone else want to ask me doubt? No? Okay, we'll move forward. Fine. Zephy, I'll tell you. Okay, I'll find it out and tell you. Now, next one, we are having, apart from SI unit, we are also having other 2 system of unit in our syllabus, that is FPS system and CGS system. Now, F and CGS, you can see the full form. Okay, the full form of CGS unit is gram second So C stands for centimeter, G stands for gram, and S stands for second. Similarly, here also FPS we are having F stands for foot, P stands for pound, and S stands for second. It says that we'll measure in CGS unit, length is measured in centimeter. Okay, mass will be measured in gram, and time will be measured in second. Okay, whereas in FPS system, here the fundamental units, okay, they will be, that is length will be measured in feet, mass will be measured in pound, and pound you must be knowing that it's a British system. So FPS system is also said as British system, and time is measured in second. So only this much kind of information you need to have. Right now we are not using FPS system, okay, but CGS system, yes, we are using, okay, for laboratory purpose, for a small study purpose, we are using CGS system, because SI system sometimes becomes quite big beyond our, we cannot perform experiment in, if measurement is done in SI system, and that's why we are measuring, or we are doing experiment considering measurement in centimeter, gram, and second, and then we are converting the CGS system into SI system based on the conversion formula that we are using. For example, we can have 1 meter is equals to 100 centimeter. So we'll be converting that meter into centimeter, something like that. And then we can convert one system of unit into other system of unit. Okay. So I think you are clear with this form, with this doubt now, FPS system and CGS system, right? Now you are free to ask your doubt. Okay. If anybody is having doubt, then they can ask. Because topic 1 is finished. I'll revise it once again, okay, to go through the topic what we discussed. First of all, we have talked about what is measurement and what is unit. Measurement, it's a process of comparing a physical quantity with some known standard physical quantity of same nature. So for doing measurement, we are, first of all, we need to understand 3 words: comparison, okay, of something standard known quantity, and it should have same nature. So if you remember these 3 words, then you will be able to write the definition of measurement very easily. It's a process of comparison, a physical quantity with the non-standard quantity of same nature. So just learn 3 formula: comparison, non-standard quantity, and nature. So you will be able to learn the definition of measurement very easily. Okay. So next one, unit. So unit is what? It's a constant number. Some constant number is there, and that is having same nature as the physical quantity. Now unit means what? Suppose I'm telling that the temperature of a body is 25 degrees Celsius. So 25 is what? Number, and degrees Celsius is a unit. Similarly, I'm telling that the weight of a person is 75 kg. So 75 is a number and kg is the unit. Okay, so this you have all studied already. Next one, we'll talk about types of units. So there are 2 types of unit, or you can say types of physical quantity also. Okay, so there are 2 types of physical quantity: fundamental quantity and derived. Fundamental quantity you have to go and measure. You cannot find out with the formula. So quantity like mass, you have to go, you need to measure it. Length, time, temperature. So all this you have to measure. Now second is derived quantity. Now derived quantity you can find out with the formula. Okay. For example, you want to calculate area, then you can find out. Similarly, just a minute. Okay, yes, don't worry. Okay, those who are having problem, I'll send the recording to them. Fine. Now these are the some different derived quantities. Okay, like area, volume, density, velocity, acceleration, and all this kind of things. Fine. Now next one is that you need to understand is SI system of unit. Okay. Now SI system of unit, total 7 fundamental quantities are there. You need to learn this. Okay, this can come in exam. Then their unit, meter, kilo, length is measured, length as unit is meter, and such like. Electric current, ampere, luminous intensity, that is a new thing to you, candela. Amount of substance, it is measured in mole. Now amount of substance, this mole you have heard in chemistry. Okay. 1 minute left? No, it's 10 minutes left. Okay, fine. Yes, some of them are facing problem in connection. All right, all right. Now then, we are just concluding, okay? Don't worry. Now, CGS system and FPS system, these two units are there. Okay, fine. Now if anybody is having doubt till here, till topic 1, then you can ask in the group chat box. Next thing, I'm giving you homework, you can write it. I'm going to send you a PDF file of chapter number 1 physics. What you have to do is you are going to read from page number 1 to page number 8. Okay. So I'm writing this again in the chat box that you have to read. Just a minute. You have to read page 1 to 8. Okay, this is your task that I'm giving you, and you have to learn this. Learn means you have to study this. Yes. Okay, now what is radian and steradian? This is a doubt. Fine. And Nishi Modi is having some doubt. So doubt if you are having, then you can ask in the group, okay? Or even you can discuss your doubt in the WhatsApp group also. Fine. We'll first talk about radian and steradian, okay? So all of you, let's come to this topic. We are having very less time. See, radian, it's a common thing, plane angle. In maths, we have done about construction where you have asked, teacher has asked to draw 30 degree, 60 degree, 75 degree. So that angle you are measuring in degree. Okay. But in real life, where you study practical application of maths, so there we need to convert that degree into radian for making the calculation easy. You must have heard about trigonometry, sine theta, cos theta. So this radian concept comes in trigonometry. Okay, where for making calculation easy, we are using trigonometry. Their angles are taken in radian. One more thing I would like to tell, that value of pi, okay, we are taking as 3.14, right? So this 3.14 value of pi is actually in radian. And if you want to write in degree, this is actually in radian, that is value of pi. And next thing is value of pi, it is also taken as in degree. So in future, when you study maths in detail, then there you'll come to know that sometimes we are taking angle in radian and sometimes we are taking angle in degree. Okay. So, but practically they are telling that SI system or internationally we are taking angle in radian, not in degree. Degree is only for study purpose. In future, when we'll come up to practical application in numerical, then there we'll take angle in radians. Okay, hope your doubt is clear. Next one is solid angle. Now solid angle is nothing but the cone angle, CONE. Okay, so if you are having a 30-degree cone, so that 30-degree cone will be said as 30 steradian. So solid angle is nothing but the 3D form of angle, but from you can see only from the front side, that is it is coming 30 degree, but overall from all sides it is 30 degree. That then we are writing as 30 steradian. If you are having a torch light, when you blow the torch light, the rays coming out from the torch, they will make a cone, they will diverge away from each other. So when they are diverging away from each other, that's a solid angle. From all the three dimensions they are spreading, no? And that's why there the concept of solid angle comes into picture. Okay, fine. So this is it for today. We'll come again to study further. Okay, and yes, next time don't make my screen dirty, or you won't be able to. Next time I'm going to make some changes in the setting where you won't be able to use your intonations. Okay, fine. So one more thing I want to tell you, that this is topic 2. Here there is a link for vernier caliper. Okay, I want you all to go through this link and see this video. It's a 15 minutes video. Okay, just see this, and after seeing this video, try to study the textbook or the PDF file that I have sent, so that next time if I come to explain, okay, you will be able to understand it properly. Are you all clear? Anybody is having any doubt? And you can message me, or you can give me your feedback. Okay, what are the changes need to be made while we are doing online classes, to my WhatsApp number. Okay, you can see my number, it's there. And if you want to tell me anything, no sir, you teach us in this manner, that manner, if you have any kind of suggestions, okay, or any study material you are having and you want to send it to me, okay, you are free to send it on the WhatsApp. Okay, and I'll be greatly obliged that if you are doing these kinds of work. Fine. Okay, then see you tomorrow for the next class. Till then, your homework I'm reminding again.